Over to Councilmember Agran.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm here. Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate the testimony we've had from folks, the opportunity to begin to understand better the changes that lie ahead here. There are a number of continuing questions that I have that I think are probably best put in writing by me, shared with my colleagues here on the council, and directed to the city manager so that the questions that I have and others have can continue to be answered as we go forward. The promise, if you'll recall, was that with the Orange County Power Authority, we were going to get cleaner electricity at a cheaper price as compared with SCE. It remains to be seen if there can be delivery on that, certainly not in the short term, but even over the longer term. And I appreciate all the positivity about 100%, we're all on board, 100%. But again, getting from here to there, saying it is one thing, actually getting it done is another. Does OCPA have the capacity and the competence and the personnel to do it? I hope so. I hope so. But I want us to be watching here all along the way, because no other city has any money in this. It's just the city of Irvine. We've got $7.7 million already into this. And I see from the report this morning that apparently OCPA only has $6 million of its initial $35 million budget left from the line of credit. We had to put up the collateral for that. And most of that money has been spent on buying electricity. Now, I'm smart enough about this stuff to know this is an extremely risky business, purchasing and reselling electricity. And it has to be monitored, in my view, minute by minute, because somebody's got to start asking the question, well, what happens if this enterprise falters or fails? Who's going to be stuck with the bill? How much is that going to be? And when? The price of stumbling or faltering, failing before launch is a lot less than the price of failure after launch. Once the rocket is launched, the price is enormous if indeed there is failure. And I think we owe it to ourselves. We certainly owe it to the taxpayers and ratepayers of this city. We owe it to them to be able to imagine a worst-case scenario. Not predict it, not wish for it, but be able to imagine it. Certainly if that had been done in the 1990s, when another council was deciding to pour all the city's money into the Orange County investment pool without imagining the worst that could happen, we would have avoided that bankruptcy that cost this city, in those dollars, about $30 million, in today's dollars, about $50 million. So with this, Mayor, I'm going to be, I think if there's a motion in front of us, I'm going to be voting for it, but I am going to be circulating questions to my colleagues, to Mr. Chi as well, and see if see if we can get answers and chart a positive course while avoiding a worst-case scenario.